and we'll call for our next speaker. Lamin, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Great, good to have you. Share the screen. Yeah, it's coming here, and yeah, you're ready to go. Take it away.
Good. Thank you very much, Magnus, and great to be here. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lamin Faye. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Buddywise. And I have really great news for you. Computer vision is not only cool technology, as you've seen, it can actually save your life, at least if you work in heavy industry. At Buddywise, we're on a mission to save lives in heavy industry by bringing computer vision, process automation, and best-in-class user experience to an area that usually doesn't see it, which is workplace safety. We want to make safety simple and much more effective. And there are a lot of different reasons why we're on this mission. To take one, in 2017, an employee at a large Swedish automotive company, their family and friends and a whole workplace was struck by a tragedy. The employee was tasked to fix an issue in a robot cell that we've seen also examples of earlier today or tonight, which is the protective cage that surrounds an automated production robot. And while performing this maintenance, the robot was accidentally started by the operator, a mistake that worker did not survive. This is a horrific story for everybody involved, but the reason why we bring it up is that the simple fact is that this, like so many other workplace accidents, could have been avoided. At Buddywise, we're all about uncovering what's under the surface of the safety iceberg and using that information to prevent incidents. With under the surface, I mean all those early indicators that we are given in terms of near misses or unsafe situations that happen before an accident or a fatality. With the help of computer vision, we detect these early indicators and create reports, highlight trends, and make people on all levels aware of their safety performance, but also enabling management to intervene when intervention is needed. And I'll show you more about how we do that in just a moment. Not only is workplace accidents a cause for suffering and pain, but it is also expensive for society and for businesses. Globally, the yearly cost is a staggering 2.6 trillion euros at that. It's written dollars here, but it's euros. And the costs that directly hit the involved companies span everything from lost working time to production stops to reputational damage. So prevention is definitely the smart financial choice here. And the beauty with the Buddywise system is that all you need to get started is actually two things. You need a camera and you need an internet connection. And to save you from seeing too many slides this late in the night or in Europe and early in the day in the US, I will show you directly in the system how it works. And one of the key differentiators with our system is actually how simple it is. All you need is to enter the IP address of your camera you want to use. You need to give it a name, and within a few seconds, you are connected to the Buddywise platform and the intelligence that we offer there. You can easily select which models you want to use. And in this example that we're showing here, we want to detect people. You can adjust the sensitivity, meaning how sensitive the system should be in terms of its accuracy. And what areas in the frames you want to monitor. You can put a schedule together and during what time you want to do these detections and when you don't want to monitor anything. In this scenario, you want to detect people walking into a certain area in a construction site, and we want to ignore the area around it. So you can see here we're drawing up a perimeter for the areas that we are interested in, and you can set up as many perimeters as you want, and you can easily change them if the size changes. This functionality that we're talking about here could, for example, be extremely useful when you have specific dangerous areas that you want to monitor, for instance, a robot cell. And as you can see here in a second, we start already getting notified when the system has detected a breach in a safety area that we have marked. This leads us to the, jumping too many slides ahead, this leads us to how we help companies respond to these kind of detections. Because in our case, computer vision is only the start, it's only the observation. The important thing is what you actually do with it. And our mobile app connects directly to the system, and if we detect an unsafe situation, you receive a push notification with a snapshot of what triggered the alert. The biggest values in terms of avoided injuries and saved lives comes with prevention. We facilitate this by providing data-based insights, reports, analytics that help companies monitor the safety performance at their different sites and prevent incidents by eliminating risks, allowing as well you to focus your human resources, which are often needed to really intervene in these safety issues in the right places. We don't cover every scenario, but we cover most of the main safety risks in industrial environments. We detect things like factory floor trips and slips, dangerous driving of forklifts, detection of injured person in areas or during times where they might not be discovered by their colleagues. And together, but also separately, covering these scenarios gives you a great handle on your overall safety risks. Our model is very scalable, very easily scalable. So you can start with either one camera, scale it up to 20, to 100, to 1,000. But starting small, like I think is very, very good when you're trying out new things. It's easily possible with us. And we are also a Swedish company operating in the European Union. So data protection has been at the core of our operations since the start. We do a number of things to protect the integrity of people, such as blurring faces, only detecting things in real time, nothing that is not on relevance, and encrypting data both between the camera and within the system itself. We're a relatively new startup, but our first we started in 2020, but our first customers are already quite excited about the results so far. And we're only at the beginning of making safety making it simpler to be safe in the workplace, and are constantly bringing out new features developed from what we already know by a lot of data on safety, in terms of what is important, but also what we learn from our customers. We're a diverse team behind Buddywise. Red thread is technology expertise meeting safety expertise. Personally, I've worked over a decade at the utility Vattenfall, 4 years heading a health and safety department. Last role was heading an innovation team. So I have one leg or 2 legs or 3 legs solidly in both camps. And we also built our investor team in this way. So in terms of investors, we have a number of investors on board already, a lot of them strategically chosen and are advising and working together actively with Buddywise to accomplish what we're on the mission to do. So my final question to you is, do you want to make a step change for safety at your site? If yes, please reach out to me, please reach out to us. You have the email there, and now I'm more than happy to take any questions that you might have.
Thank you, Lamin. Let's see if we have any questions. I got one here. I think it was for you. Let's see, are the expected latency times in this system?
Now we have a latency well, yes, of course, there's always a bit of latency since we do it in the cloud. So we now have 2 to 3 seconds, which for the use cases we are focusing on is fine. Of course, if you're looking at direct intervention when it comes to, let's say, forklifts, you need no latency. But this is not what we're focusing on right now. So it's like 2 seconds roughly.
Okay. Great. I also have well, it's not really a question, it's a comment from my friend Klaus at Nokia in Munich. He says, good solution. I sent the question to the host. I see it was a question to me. So that's fine. I think there are no more questions for you. It's really hard to read the chat while talking. I think we stopped, Lamin. Thank you so much. Good to have you here, and see you soon again.